We'll take the play. Sand is bad. Fire Crystal was a land. It'd probably be better. I'll keep this in bottom, the Fire Crystal. As crazy as it sounds. We have 12 white sources, so we can probably find one. Nightmare. I kind of just want to pitch the War Leader's Call. Play a Lord. Yep. Death Trigger. It's going to exile my white source. No? A free Howl Squad heavy? And I get a War Leader's Call? It must be Christmas. Swinging in. Increasing our speed. Here, let's hover over this. Hover over this. Got to make sure people have time to pause the video and read if they need to. If we get another land, we can go Ruin Horde Master plus Seer Slicer. Horde Master is this card. Seer Slicer is this card. Kill the Howl Squad. Alright, so just get a Seer Slicer down. Eventually they're going to run out of creatures. Sure, we can race. Ooh, that's a really good one. I mean, I start flipping cards. They also can't trade with the fish if we do it like this. Block, chump, chump. One Death Trigger. A free Lord I can cast next turn. The creature that they kill, I get back. Second Basin. Lockdown. Oh, that's pretty good. Land. Okay, so there's a land. I can play this Lord and the Seer Slicer. Then the following turn I can play Krenko. If I sack the Lord, I don't want to be blocking no matter what. This gives me the most redraws. We're not really going to be an attacker for a while, so let's get rid of the Seer Slicer. Good, that's a good one. So if we draw a land, we can play both the 4-drop and the Stadium Headliner. Sure. So now they have a pretty good tempo plan. If they just get aggressive, I think they can get there. We'll do our best to stop them, but... So, War Leader's Call for sure. Go to 7. Play the Stadium Headliner. Pass it over. Could have put him to 15, but I think I'm pretty dead here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, being able to pick up and flicker the temporary lockdown is huge. Hey, appreciate you so much. Yeah, I don't have the command for the deck up yet, but after this, actually about the sideboard, so you'll be able to see soon. Pitch, kill. And then I die in the air once they play the Hopeless Nightmare. No blocks. Good game. That was really well played by my opponent. All right, now we get to go to sideboards. I'll appreciate you. Yeah, so we're testing out a singular lightning right now and a fire crystal. Fire crystal's been pretty underwhelming. Cut it in almost every matchup. Lightning's been very, very good. Being able to on turn 4 deal double the normal damage you would deal because it is first strike than your normal goblins hit. It's disgusting. I don't understand why this card's not being played more. I mean, I do because of all this, like the monstrous rage stuff that's happening with Izzet and Mono Red. But Lightning, I think, is going to be the big sleeper in Standard. So we need to... Nothing can have hexproof or ward. That doesn't matter. I think really we just need to be like aggressive. 1, 2, 3. Only one. Maybe the Sunspy links. Although having main deck base is really good. Obliterating Bolt answers Preacher, which is pretty sweet. I don't feel like I want torches. And then if anything, I want an answer to Temporary Lockdown, which Sheltered by Ghosts can fill that. Sort of like that. Opponent does play Threat plus Removal, which is traditionally really good against synergy decks. Like Goblins. Okay, put that there. I'll take a play. Sure. Mountain Bastronaut. If we have to discard, we discard the Battlefield Forge. Good. Get the headliner down, start attacking. We really want to see. Question: why no Amonkhet Raceway? No, you're right. So because we're playing Boros, we can't really play too many utility lands. I have Boros Charm in the sideboard, so it's like, and we play Shelter by Ghost and War Leader's Call. So we need 12 white sources, and it's just hard to fit the utility land. I highly recommend an Amonkhet Raceway. I really love that card. In this current iteration, we're testing. I don't think it would work. Let's get the Horde Master down. No matter what they do, they have to kill this. Draw a card. We didn't need a land anyway. That's what we tell ourselves. Okay, there's the Preacher. They already used their Nowhere to Run, though. We'll put it on the Stadium Headliner. Lockdown. Then they get their Preacher back. I guess we could have held it for the lockdown, but no, I could see it. It's a whole other bag of worms then. We need another creature for it to work. I guess we should have held it because we can go Krenko into but the issue with that is then once they kill my Krenko, then they get the lockdown back. Just a bad spot. Get the Krenko into play, put him to 11, pass it over. No blocks. Oh no. Okay. We'll just do this now. I guess if they bounce their lockdown, they get rid of their own tokens, but they get their nowhere to run back, which allows them to kill my Krenko. That's a reason to leave up the Krenko activation. I mean, yeah, I'll draw a card. Sheltered by Ghosts can go here. So Sheltered by Ghosts. If I take this, does that give the ward back? No, because they still get the ward. Okay. I was curious. I mean, I'll sack this. I guess I could have sacked the stadium headliner before. Do I kill the Kieran or the Preacher? Let's kill the Kieran. Then they play the lockdown. They get to keep the Preacher and the Lauren. Honestly, pretty strong. We did draw a couple too many lands here. Astronauts got max speed. It's a way to win. Yeah, drains gains for 2. All right, that's fine. That's fine. Go to blocks. I can 1, 2, double block. I mean, double pump, which means we can trade. We do this because the Preacher allows them to just get so much more advantage. This does allow them to drain gain us. Oh, that's pretty good. Lauren exclusively used when your opponent has 1 card in hand and you have Hopeless Nightmare is very strong. Hey, what's up? What's up, Derek? Appreciate you dropping in. Yeah, I think the homie's coming back. I didn't see him so far, but the legend will be maybe in tonight, maybe too tired. The Pro Tour was happening all day today. Did you all see the Pro Tour? Good game, opponent. Well played. Okay, time to do some deck building. I wrote down some notes from what I saw in the Pro Tour, and we're going to test them out live. First thing, lightning is good. That was apparent. And the second thing is Screaming Nemesis plus. Okay, so 2 wins, 2-3. It's not the greatest result, but that's how it goes. So if we go back, packs. Let's open these packs. So we're looking for self-destructs, Screaming Nemesises, because there was some Screaming Nemesi. There was something that I realized, which is that if you have a Screaming Nemesis and you pump it up somehow, Starting Town is probably what we should be playing in our deck, honestly. So let's just make these quick edits, and then we'll jump back into it. So Final Fantasy Goblins. The stuff that I learned was that lightning's really good. You can play I guess 2 is the max I'd play. Warrior's Call is also really good. Trim it down. We could play like 2 and 3 is 5. I mean, I really like Warrior's Call. It feels really busted. But like, what if we play self-destruct? And then we play Screaming Nemesis. And then we play Cast Spell. And then we play Mage Bane Lizards. If we play this version, we don't need white. We can play the Caverns, no issue. We can play the Raceway, no issue. We can also play 3 Tree. No issue. Five, 15. What other red lands are there? I mean, Quarry Mountain Monastery. It's a mouthful. It's probably pretty decent. The rest of these look just bad. We could test like with Sephiroth. Okay. How many lands do we have? 17. We need to go to 21, 22. Also, way too many cards. Put Mage Banes in the sideboard. Cut Shelter Bigos, cut Boros Charm is cool. Want to try it without it. So we got the Mage Bane Lizards. Let's just put all of them in the sideboard. Oh, I did the same thing. Then I just want to play 2 Monstrous Rages. Let's play 3 and 3. 48 still. I mean, we could just play. Put all the Nemesis in the sideboard. Put all the self-destructs in the sideboard. Cut Monstrous Rage. Put 2 in the sideboard. Okay, so main deck, 32. In this build, I really like Painter's Studio. 8, 6, that's 36. Now I just gotta add lands. Sync. Hey, appreciate you. Oh, quality's down? No, yeah, 1000%. Sometimes my Wi-Fi is really bad. I live on a farm. It's not going to be a permanent thing. I'm moving soon. But right now, sometimes the quality is pretty bad, and I just ask that y'all, please bear with me. I'll do my best to narrate what we do, even if the quality is really bad on the Wi-Fi. It is a known issue, and I'm sorry that y'all have to deal with it. It means the world to me that you're still here, though. One day we'll have good Wi-Fi, and the world will be our oyster. Gotta run a hard line if you can. It's true. Okay. Is that a card? Nope. Okay. So let me see. Cavern or sanctuary. Craft 1, 2. So many. So we got a raceway, 2 caverns, 2 soulstones, and a 3-tree city. Lands, 22 lands, 23 lands. 22 lands, 23 lands. Put these in the 3-drop slot. I guess this list would definitely play the dropkick bombers, but we probably only play a 2 of, if I remember correctly. This curve looks a lot more aggressive, which I like a lot. Lord. So we still have 3 lords. Now we got to work on the abysmal thing in the sideboard. Sideboard. Let's play 2 self-destructs. I don't like Brother's Head End, now that I think about it. If we need a Brother's Head End, we could probably just lose. 4 Mage Bane's good. Obliterating. So. Okay, so 4 Sunspendlings, 4 Screaming Nemesis, 2 Self-Destruct, 3 Bolt, 4 Magebane Lizard. We'll probably go to 2 Sunspendlings, 3 Screaming Nemesis, 2 Self-Destruct, 3 Obliterating Bolt, 4 Magebane Lizards. And I guess we want Leyline of the Voids against certain decks, so we can trim a Magebane, trim a Nemesis. I mean, I don't really feel like I bring in Sunspend Links a lot. I mean, the matchups where it's really good is really good. So 2 Links, 2 Nemesis, 2 Self-Destruct, 3 Obliterating Bolt, 4 Obliterating Bolt. Let's do 3 Obliterating Bolt, and then 3 Magebane Lizards. Okay. I think I have all of the tech that I wrote down here correct. We're not playing Monstrous Rage because we just can't find room. And then the Screaming Nemesis Self-Destruct thing is in the sideboard. Magebane Lizard was supposed to be in the main deck, but we're going to test it without. Let's jump into some games. We made it mono red. Boom. Yes, I'd like to purchase this item. Let's choose the deck. Mono red. Run it back. All right. And let's do this thing. Thank you for your patience. Really appreciate you. Oh, you're saying gotta run a hard line for the Wi-Fi. Yeah, I think the internet problem on the farm is we're in the middle of like a place where like they just won't run the Wi-Fi. So we have like a hotspot. The entire time I've been streaming off a hotspot. So do with that what you will. Whether that's impressive or not. Impressive or sad, right? But yeah, everything's been done off a hotspot. One day we won't stream off a hotspot. Hydrate or dihydrate. Keep this 6. Bottom of the raceway, keep the creature. Play the Bastronaut. On 3, we can draw 2. Or we can put down a Lord on 2. Looks like it's Omniscience. Get the Seer Slicer in play. Then we can hit for 7 the following turn if we just play a Defaced Gallery. Yeah, that's fine. Now I get to flip 2 cards. Perfect. So I'm going to lose the second Painter Studio because I want to get this Howl Squad Heavy done. Counterspell? Sure. That's why Cavern's really nice sometimes. Play Stadium Headliner and go to combat. Everything can attack. Max speed. Base is good. Back to 19. Land. This has double strike, so let's map onto the Bastronaut. Dropkick Bomber is amazing here. Then let's unlock this room. And then map again, because it's the same as buffing. Then it gets a buff to 4. Trade with 2, pass it over. Play a second Basin. I'm in danger. Opponent's gonna go. So we draw the dropkick that they knew about. Play the dropkick. Let's not expose our Soulstone Sanctuary until we need to. Go to combat. Attack. Attack triggers. Damage is good. Take 5. Put you to 14. Pass it over. That's not an Omniscience. Temporary lockdown. Ultima, eh? Yeah, that's good. Just artifacts and creatures, though. Cavern on Goblin. Activate. Attack for 4. They can demo field my Soulstone Sanctuary. Stock up first. That makes sense. They still have enough mana to do it. Then they demo field. That's good. Look at the mountain. Oof. This is where you want to draw anything but a 1-drop. Opponent's got a hard caster Meringue River Agent. Hits my Cavern because they probably have a bunch of counter spells in their hand. Bounce just my thing so they don't give me a redraw. Makes sense. Play this and the Stadium Headliner. Pass it over. Another Meringue River Agent. Bounce their Meringue River. I'll bounce both my things. This makes more sense. We're not literally dead next turn, but we're very close to dead next turn. They have 12 in the air. And 1 on the ground if they make a fish. 3 steps ahead, counter the Bastronaut. Replay the Stadium Headliner. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. I'm in danger. I believe I have died. I believe I have fucking died. Every single night and day. I wanna die and fly away. 'Cause I believe I can fly. So if I attack maximum, I deal 6. They're at 10. 8 once I throw the Scamp. Yeah. This is all good. Good game, opponent. Well played. The cool thing is we know exactly what we have to bring in. Very prepared for this matchup. I mean, the Boros version was a little bit more prepared, but the mana was more janky. Now we just have to learn to play around temporary lockdown. So self-destruct, Screaming Nemesis, Sunspan Links. I didn't see any Abuelos, and they had 3 cards left in their hand. I think they're just playing Control. If they were playing Omniscience, I would board differently. But we didn't see anything that would make us think it's Omniscience. Trima Krenko, Trima Dropkick. Run it like this. Very close. Yeah, it didn't have any tempo. Exactly. It was just playing some bombs after a bunch of removal. I mean, this is a perfect curve with the lands needing to cast them. Needed to cast them. They probably have Elspeth Smite. So that's something to think about. Combat. They do not have Elspeth Smite. They couldn't have space barred fast enough to get that priority pass. So even though I missed out on plenty of damage, I now know that they don't have an Elspeth Smite. Get lost that one, which lets me draw. They do this because they have a lockdown. Decline. Thank you. I know that it must be. I go back and I watch all my videos, and it just drives me crazy that, at the end of the stream, I feel like I do a good job, and this is like me talking to myself, right? I'm not trying to tell you that I do a good job, but at the end of the stream, I'm like, okay, Jack, that was a nice one. We did it. We did it, right? Then I'll go back and I'll like look over everything, and the quality of the videos just like drives me crazy because I'm like, we can do better. There's got to be a better way to do this. And so for you to say that, that means a lot, Derek. Thank you, because I want the videos to be the best that they can for y'all. You deserve to have good videos. And I try, I try to make them the best that I can. If we put it on the scamp, no, put it on the Hell Squad. We don't want to die to temporary lockdown. Perfect. Attack with everything. We know they don't have an Elspeth Smite. Would not like to sack this. All right. Game 3. Opponent got stuck on lands. That's how it goes. Bless. Thank you. That really means a lot, Derek. Thank you. I like to grind. I like to try to make slow progress over time. And so Magic is the perfect place to be if you enjoy like watching yourself slowly get better, because I know that all the hard work I put in right now will pay off in the future, as long as I don't get overwhelmed, as long as I don't let myself get discouraged. And that's what encourages me. That's what keeps me going, is the fact that I get to watch myself get better slowly over time. And the crazy thing is I just love playing Magic. So if all I have to do is play the game I love and that will make me better, I am my own limitation then. Super lose to temporary lockdown. Opponents in the play. I mean, we have a cavern, so that's something. Exactly. It's a great point. Future you has to be happy with past you. Sacrifices we make today will build the future of tomorrow. But yeah, that's why I try to, like, unless I have energy, I try to keep the streams at an hour, because that's like naturally where I start to get tired and a little bit exhausted. And I already play like paper Magic all the time, and so it's really important for me to make sure that I try my best to not let myself get overwhelmed. And I enjoy playing Magic, so hopping on every day is not a chore by any means. Goblin, but I appreciate that, because you're right. You have to make sure that you're staying on top of things, and you're not letting you have to take care of yourself, and that's something that I think as people, as everybody needs to work on, and me chiefly. I don't take good care of myself as much as I could be. So if we play Seer Slicer now, there's a less chance that they'll get to it later. I mean, there's a less chance that it'll get countered later, but then they get to untap and play Temporary Lockdown, and I have to play all these 1-drops back out. So I think the best thing I can do probably is just go double 1-drop, or just play a 1-drop and attack. They don't play a lockdown. I'm going to miss a land drop. Go to combat. Attacks for 3. I'll play one more Stadium Headliner. Then I'll pass it over. Overlord of the Mistmoors is good. It's a good setup for Ultimo. I think Self-Destruct's not the greatest. I love land destruction, and I love hand disruption too. Like, I think both of those two things are some of my favorite stuff to put in Goblins. In Modern, it's just so nice because we have a Goblin that's LD, and we have Thoughtseize in the main. Here, though, it's much more difficult. Combat all attack. Trade with both my removal spells. In that case, I'll just pump this up. Now it's double striking. The tokens go away. They can play a Beza probably. They just pass. They can Ultima next turn. Got a combat attack. They're thinking they can activate their Restless Anchorage, but it actually just doesn't help them. River Regent looks for a board wipe or some form of removal. Hey, appreciate you dropping in. What's up, Gone Crazy? How's your night going, Huvio? We're playing some Final Fantasy Goblins. We got some spicy tech Self-Destruct and Screaming Nemesis, as well as is that the only tech? We were playing Boros with Lightning, and now we're testing Mono Red. I really enjoyed playing with Lightning, but something was drawing me to Three Tree City. Although this game has not been going as well as I would have hoped. One attack. Buff it up. Shoot it dead. Puts it on top. Oh, I should have put it on bottom. I guarantee you it's an option, and I definitely should have put it on bottom. Where is it? Adventure. Yeah, if it was on the bottom, I think. Oh my god. All right, Elspeth. All right, I see you. I see you. Play the Bastronaut. They're gonna make so many tokens. Get lost. Okay. Just got done with babysitting. Oh, hell yeah. You know what? Money's money. So, you know, as long as they're compensating you worth your time, that's all that matters. So I'm glad you got that paycheck. Absolute legend. All right. This is not quite going the way that we wanted it to. We still don't have a second red source. Let's just play down another stadium headliner and say good game. Good game. I will crack to draw land, maybe. Crack to draw land. It's still not a red source. Goblin. I guess we can play a scamp. Pass it over. Oh. Flashes in a horned lock whale. It's pretty sweet. GG's opponent, well played. Okay. That's a tough start, but blue I control A. I like it. Blue I control seems sweet. All right, let's run it back. Deep breath. Reset. We got this. Yeah, the list is probably a little weak to decks like that, but it's going to be more efficient in the aggro mirror. Although, I don't know, Boros is pretty strong. We have both lists, so if we go back to Boros, all we have to do is slot the lands back in, put the lightnings back in, and then we're basically right back where we started. But it's always nice to like do different variations and see where the deviations take us. Because if we're able to, you know, try something new and it sucks, at least we know what cards not to buy. And then if we try a variation and we love it, then we go, oh yes, those are the cards I need to grab before they get expensive. And that's why we test. You don't wait for somebody else to do the testing because they find out before you do and then they buy their cards and then you die because the cards you needed went from 30 cents to $100. Exaggeration, but that's the point. It's always nice to feel like you are ahead of the curve, and that's why we have to do our own deck building and our own testing, because then you understand just how things work a little bit better than most people. or at least you think you do, right? You have to try to make educated guesses. This hurts the meta. Exactly, I agree, Derek. It hurts to It hurts to meta a net deck. You get a basic idea and then go from there. And that's how I think most Magic should be played. Bits of inspiration here, bits of inspiration there. But in the end, you're just doing something that you love and making sure that, you're having a good time with it. That's why I love playing Goblins, is because this is a deck that I love playing, and I love deck building with Goblins. Funny, I was talking to Alex, um, who, yeah, Alex, who played only Affinity in Modern, right? He has an Affinity binder. He plays exclusively Affinity in most cases, or in most formats, and he plays only Affinity and RCQs. And I was talking to him, and just like the depth of knowledge that you gain from like innovating and testing over. And he showed me his binder, and it's just like all the possible cards you could imagine for Affinity. And it's really cool to talk to somebody who's been that invested in a deck for that long, because in however many years I would love to be like him. Not like in a one-to-one, like not in like a one-to-one sense, but like I think that would be really cool to invest yourself in an archetype and then watch the game of Magic grow around it. He started playing Affinity back in original Mirrodin, and so that's insane to think about. He literally watched the deck come into existence and rise and fall over time. Okay, so enough talking. We're gonna play the Scamp, then we're gonna go to combat and attack. We're gonna blocks and damage, and then we're gonna torch. Yeah, because this is after damage. So here's the thing. Oh, yeah. Second torch is for the FOMO that's on top. Here's the thing. The Beastie is not that threatening in the beginning, but it puts cards in their graveyard for free, which is really good with FOMO. So when they play FOMO like they do here, we feel really, really good about what we decided to do. So here we can play Soulstone, play the Horde Master, go to combat and attack. Attack trigger before damage. Cast another Torch Bargained, sacking the token again. Fourth land can go to the bottom. Taking 4, going to 14. I would not like to sack it. Summon Fenrir. Ooh, Dropkick Bomber is amazing. Let's play another Stadium Headliner. Combat, all attack before damage. I'll sack to shoot your finger, which lets me draw a card, quote unquote draw. Puts them at 10. Now next turn, you just jam Dropkick Bomber, and they die. This is 8, and then 12 when I throw or 11 when I throw the Scamp. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty clean. I mean, Double Torch is really good in this format, just overall. Play Fairies way back. That's awesome. A green stag that counted the fairies. Was it not Heartland Stag, but it's a 3 mana 2/2 with pro blue, pro black, and can't be countered. Heartfelt Stag or something. Great Stable Stag. Can't be countered pro black. Yes. I remember. That was one when I was looking at cards. I read all of the cards with protection. And because that was when I first started playing, I was like, what do you mean protection from a color? That seems ridiculous. If your deck's playing if you're playing against mono black and your thing is protection from black, then it just can't be touched in your entire deck. That's ridiculous. So I do remember Great Stable Stag. It's in my collection somewhere. It's a really beat the hell copy, but that was a great memory. Thank you. Okay, they're a Delirium deck, so these Leylands are going to be amazing. Also, we kind of want to kill all their stuff, so Obliterating Bolt's decent. Painter Studio's okay. We can trim one. We can trim a Cranko. We can trim a Dropkick. Torches were great. If we had to choose, probably trim Cranko and Painter Studio. Cut another Howl Squad, or cut a Howl Squad. Let's run it like that. We'll be on the draw, so they're going to go a little bit faster. We kind of just got to play catch up. Oh, hell no. How did it get worse? Let's got to focus up. It's because we're not focusing. Come on, Jack. Come on. Deep breath. There we go. Much better. Bottom of ley line. Bottom. The torch. Then they just throw creatures out. We can't beat it. Let's get rid of the Dropkick Bomber. Submit this. Mountain Scamp. Breakout's good. They're going to take the 3/2. That's not a 3/2. What? Ooh, top deck's real good. All right, we're going to Obliterating Bolt this. That exiles it. Then I'll poke for 1. Watermelon biscuits, watermelon biscuits, watermelon biscuits, watermelon biscuits, The Chocobo does little dance and bows. That's a really dope companion. All right, let's get this down. Goblin, we drew something good. Attack with the token, it's got to die. That's fine. There's really no reason not to attack with the Scamp there. I just feel like it's more valuable in the future. Wildfire Wicker Folk is good. But I think I have to kill the FOMO. Although the Wicker Folk probably races a little bit better. Let's play the Bastronaut. This one, this one, this one. Yeah, that was a misplay for sure. We should have sacrificed the token to kill it before block so we would keep the Scamp and the Bastronaut. No blocks, we'll race. Ooh, that's pretty good. Aha! I shall be victorious. How does 5 Yeah, so okay, so mulligan now is each time you mulligan, you look at 7 cards, but you have to put one more card back each time. So for example, I mulliganed to 5, so I had to put 2 cards in the bottom of my library. They don't go to discard or exile. Thankfully, that would be actually ridiculous. There'd be a lot of decks that could just cheat using that, or not cheat, but take advantage, quote unquote, take advantage of that fact. Okay, 3/3 is really good here. Land means we can double pump. I go to 8. Never mind. I am dead. Beastie beatdown. What does this do? So 2 mana, delirium, it does other things. Okay. Oh, jeez. So many 1-drops. So many of the 1-drops. I mean, I'll trade with this one. Then I'll shoot it. And then even if we block, it tramples. Good game. That was really close. I believe I have died. I believe I have fucking died. Alright, let's do it again. We want more creatures. I don't think we really care too much. I mean, I know they can go fast. Let's just trim. Trim a dropkick. Let's do it like that. Yeah, it's really good. The mulligan system, I remember when they changed it, and it's actually a huge improvement to what it used to be. It used to be that if you go to 3, you looked at 3 cards, and that was it. You had to choose from those 3 cards whether or not you kept it or you mulliganed. And now it did make combo decks a lot better because you're looking at a fresh set of 7 cards every turn. But if you've never played anything but modern Magic, you can't really tell that there's a huge difference. Do I keep this hand basically just exclusively on Leyline? No, because we have to get a Cranko down and then live. Sounds a lot better. Bottom of 1-drop. I think about it every night and day. I wanna close my eyes and fly away, 'cause I believe I can fly. I believe goblins can fly. They came flying and then died at 8. I wanna spread my wings and fly away. Attack. Trade's good. They gain 2, but then I deal them 2. Play scamp. Second Haywire Might. So they were really prepared for this ley line. They were like, bring that ley line. No, you can keep that. Doesn't really do much for you now. Obliterating Bolt's good, but let's just get this Cranko down. I guess if they hit their third land, they can Brothers Hit End. Sacrifice Scamp. Nah. Brothers Hit End? I believe. Yeah. So we could have played around that if we held the Krenko. Yeah. That's how that goes. We forced them to use it, so they don't have it. Another Haywire Might? Wow. Okay. A little bit of a flood, but that's fine. Maybe we're finding out that we play too many lands. That could be possible. Flying Goblin Balloon Brigade. Yeah, back. Oh, it's a throwback. I really wish I was playing in early Magic. I've been playing since end of Avacyn Restored, Course at 2013, Return to Ravnica. That was my time. So when I started playing Magic, and I look back so fondly on those times. I can't even imagine what people who played like in the beginning feel like. What? I mean, I would rather them do that now. Than attacking me with it. I will say, flawless execution by my opponent. Usually the hold gets back and then redeploying them after a board wipe is like something that I pride myself on. Maybe we can still pride ourselves on it, but opponent did a great job with that. Sack the Fengir to torch the Krilla. That makes sense. Well played, well played. All right, their last card was Torch, so now we're in a top deck war. Cedar Hope's really good. Oh wow, those are both really good permanents. I think to play a FOMO. Enters with a counter because of the Fengir, then they get to draw and discard, or discard then draw. Discard then draw. It's pretty strong. Another beastie, and we draw one drop. Good game, opponent. Well, sometimes you draw your four drops when you need them. Sometimes you draw your one drops when you don't want them, but that's just how it goes. And I will say, we punted a little bit just by playing that Krenko. We could have had the Dropkick Bomber and the one drop in play and just kept attacking with that. Forced my opponent to board wipe to get rid of the pressure. And then after they board wipe, play the Krenko. But I think they had a torch still, so we probably wouldn't have been able to do it like that. Or get it to work. Really, really well played by my opponent, though. I'm going to go no blocks here, because even if we chump 1, then we still end up taking 9 the following combat. So just give my opponent a little bit of catharsis through winning through combat damage. Flying with the Goblin Bloom. Oh, no. Hey, that's really good. Flying with the Goblin Balloon Brigade. I want to flap these wings and fly away. Goblin balloons that can fly. Like and comment if you want to hear me make that song. You can barely tell. It's buried. I have this keyboard. This is originally my music mic. And if you want to hear me make the I Believe I Can Fly song, I should make an album. I love making albums. Music is one of the big things that I love. And I could make an album that's all about goblins. It's like magic meme songs. I think that would be pretty cool. I'll do that. Hell yeah. All right, let's see how long we've been streaming. Just over an hour. Okay. Well, the Wi-Fi hasn't crashed yet, so I'm not going to push my luck. I really appreciate y'all being here. Thank you so much for watching. Let's look at the deck list before we leave. So this is what we're testing right now. I think I have too many colorless sources, and maybe a little bit too many lands. 23 might be too many. We maybe need 22. Sideboard feels good with the ley lines and some of it feels a little bit too cheesy, but hey, that's why we test. If you enjoy Goblins content, if you enjoy listening to me ramble, hit like and subscribe. Easiest way to support the channel, and it's free. If you want to do more to support the channel, $1 a month gets your name right out in every stream. You can go to the memberships tab and find where you can get on this beautiful board, and I'll shout you out in the beginning of everything. Really appreciate you hanging out. Till next time, I hope you have a beautiful day. Derek, gone crazy.